Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be an odd video because I haven't done it in so long and I want to apologize for that. I just haven't been watching a lot of movies, nor have I been watching them when they are initially released, but now that I have, I decided it's time. We're doing another movie review and it's going to be for Black Widow. Oh my gosh. So I know it's such a late review, like I should have watched the movie when it was released, but unfortunately we had a company over that weekend, so me and my sister couldn't watch it. And if you guys don't know, me and my sister watch all the Marvel movies together whenever we can. So like when it's release day, we're like, all right, we're going like Thursday night, but we didn't want to go because of fear of COVID and stuff, and you know, like all the variants. So we were like, no, we're not going anywhere this time. So we planned to watch it that Friday on Disney Plus, but like I said, we had company, so we were unable to. So we got to watch it this weekend. Actually, we got to watch it on Sunday, so like 2 days ago. It's very fresh in my mind. I will say though, I was spoiled a lot when the movie first came out because, you know, Twitter had all these like HD scenes because, you know, it was released on Disney Plus, so it wasn't hard to get like clips and stuff right away. I wasn't spoiled too much of the movie because I hadn't seen a lot of the trailers, and I did that on purpose because I was like, let's just not. And I did realize I've never reacted to a Black Widow trailer yet on my channel, so I do apologize for that. I don't know what it was, I just never did. And not that I wasn't interested in Black Widow, I don't even know why. I'm like looking back at it like, why didn't I? I have no idea. I can't tell you guys that answer because I don't know. But now that I've watched it, I will say I'm very glad that I had no idea what was going on in the film because it like kept me like on the edge of my seat the entire time. Let's just start here. I did watch it on Disney Plus. Me and my sister did pay the $30, and we will say it was worth it because we halved it, so it was only $15.15, which is how much we would usually spend on a ticket. So we gotta watch it in the comfort of our own home. We gotta go back anytime we were like, wait, what happened? Which kind of bothered me because I was like, let's just watch it and go. But you know, my sister was like, what did she say? So then we were always going back. But that's fine. It kind of took us out, but it's fine because it was nice to get some clarification on things. And that was the good thing about having it on Disney Plus, is that we can go back, you know? It's nice. And we own it now. We own the movie. In terms of, let's start with the backstory. So obviously, or like the family. Let's start with the family. So obviously we have Alexei, who I know I've heard from countless other people that in the comic books he is Natasha's love interest, but for the purposes of the movie, he is her father. But I always thought that he was her actual father. But then it was revealed, oh, also spoilers, by the way. There's going to be spoilers here. This is a spoiler review. I will be talking about everything, so I should have said that earlier. Anyway, spoiler review. So I always thought that he was her father, like actual blood, but then my sister's like, that doesn't make sense because in Endgame she said that she didn't know her father, and I was like, what? And so I was confused about that. And then, yeah, it turns out it's revealed that they're not her actual parents, which I thought was very interesting. But I think that Alexei and Melina are Yelena's actual parents. I believe. I don't know. If someone could correct me on that because I'm not sure. But I just thought like the whole family dynamic was really good. Like even like there was like a little bit with the younger version of Natasha and Yelena, but I will say that was like a really good start to the movie. Because it was like, ooh, what's going on? Where are they going? Why is this happening? You know? So like it just kept us on the edge of our seats, and just like the whole family dynamic, even when they're grown, is done really well. Like, yeah, that was teased a lot in the trailers, but I will say that during watching this film, actually, it was me, my sister, and my dad were watching it, and like the whole time we were like, this is kind of like us, like a family. Like, yeah, we're not superhuman, we're not spies or anything, but it was like when Natasha and Yelena were fighting in Natasha's old apartment, me and my sister were like, that's kind of like us. So I don't know, we were like, we should cosplay as them for Halloween. So I don't know, maybe it'll happen. It probably won't, but maybe it will. So I will say I really enjoyed that family dynamic. I felt like it was so relatable, you know, like the clashes between the mom and or like the weird flirting between the mom and the dad, and the sisters getting disgusted, and then the sisters clashing and stuff, and like the lovingness of it. Like I felt like it was really nice to watch it with my family because we were like, that's kind of like us. And I will say, even though this is a DC film, like with Shazam, and it's about found family and family, I thought, like, I love that movie because of it. And so I felt when I was watching Black Widow, I was like, oh, this is kind of like how I felt when I watched Shazam, because of like how much of like the family dynamic there was. Even though they were like a broken family, I still like felt it kind of like relatable in a way. So like I really like that. Like that's like 10 out of 10 right there. In terms of the actual storyline, I thought it was interesting because we've heard about like Dreykov and Dreykov's daughter in the Avengers, but I didn't actually know that she like exploded the place where the daughter was. I didn't think the daughter was like a child, and so I went watching it, I was like, wait, what? And so I was like very confused, and I was like, no way did she do that, because there's like, the thing with Black Widow is that a lot of things were hinted throughout each film that she was in about like her past and stuff. So it was really nice to actually understand her past and what she had went through, like in order to get to Shield. Like, you know, she, like throughout the film she kept giving like hints about her and Clinton Barton, like doing like each, like doing like all those missions in Budapest, which I thought was really nice, by the way. I mean, I had hoped so much for like Hawkeye to actually come out in the film, but he didn't. He did actually, if you heard correctly on the radio, it's actually Jeremy Renner's voice. And so when I heard that, I was like, Hawkeye. And then like Natasha also has the arrow necklace. And so like, it's just like, I love them so much. If you guys don't know, this was pre-Age of Ultron. I shipped them so badly. Like, I thought they were gonna get together. And so just like having those little hints in the Winter Soldier, and then even in Endgame she had the arrow necklace. I was like very like, oh, they love each other. And then the piece, you guys know that what happens in Endgame, that literally hurt me so much, because I was like, whoever dies here, like, I lose. And so it was Natasha. But I mean, either way, I was like, I lose, because those two, I will say, when I first watched the Avengers, those two were my favorite characters. Those two were the ones that I really cared about the most. Like, also Tony Stark, but it was just like them two, because I liked them. I was like, they're just regular people. They're not like a super soldier. They don't have a suit. They don't turn green. They're not a god. So that's why I really like them. So it was nice to like get those little hints of like their friendship even in the movie. And then I will say the standout to me of the film was Yelena. Like, Florence Pugh did so good in this film. Like, her acting is amazing. Like, I've seen Midsommar, I've seen Fighting with My Family, I've seen all of those, and she's just a really great actress, and I can't wait to see her more in the MCU. And like, even in that post-credit scene that she's gonna go after Hawkeye, which is terrible for me, but it's gonna be nice that we will see her again in the Hawkeye TV show. I just don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I am really excited for that TV show. So whenever there's a trailer for that, I'm gonna react to it, and we're just gonna dissect the heck out of it, because Hawkeye is one of my favorite characters. And another one of my favorites was Alexei. Like, David Arbor he just understands the assignment. He just knows what to do. Like, he's such a great actor. Like, the stuff he does in Stranger Things, like, he just knows. And so it was really nice. And Rachel Weisz was also like, she was really good with her little small role. I will say, like, I was like, did she betray us? But then she didn't. And then it was like crazy how they planned everything together, her and Natasha. And it was nice. It was nice. It was very interesting. But also, my sister, the whole time, she thought Rachel Weisz was Brooke Shields, and Brooke Shields plays Miley Stewart's mom in the Hannah Montana show and movie. And so the whole time she was like, she was like, that's Miley Cyrus's mom. And I was like, that's not her. I was like, those are two different actors. So the whole time she kept saying, that's her, why are you lying? And I was like, oh my god, it's not. And so that was like the one thing that kept happening throughout our watch of the film. And I kept trying to tell her, I was like, no, it's the girl from The Mummy. And she was like, I've never seen The Mummy. And I was like, oh, I don't win with my sister, basically. But yeah, I will say the movie was so good. I had a lot of fun. Like, all the action sequences were done so well. And like that end action sequence, like in the sky, that was amazing. Like, the whole time I was like, dude, this is like freaking awesome. Like, I loved it so much. And just like the action scenes. I did like to see like the domesticality of Natasha, you know, just chill and relax and hiding from S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government, because, you know, she's a fugitive, which also gave like more insight, because I always did wonder how she got to Steve, because in the end of Civil War, she's like, bye Tony, and he's like, the fuck? And then the next thing you know, she has blonde hair and she's with Steve. And so they kind of do hint that she has hair dye in her little trailer. And so I was like, oh, is she gonna dye her hair now? But then I was like, oh wait, this whole movie she has red hair. So yeah, other than that, I did like it. I did like I said, the family dynamics, the characters were really great. And I just had like a lot of fun. I will say I had a lot of fun, and I'm probably gonna watch it again soon, because there's a lot to dissect, and there's like a lot that was shown. And the whole Taskmaster. So I had no idea who it was. Like, literally me and my sister and my dad were like, oh, it's probably just a robot. Like, I didn't know who it was. I will say I really liked that Taskmaster could like become whoever they wanted. Like, you know, at times, like, you know, they were shooting the arrows, like with Hawkeye, they had the claws like Black Panther, the knives like Bucky, and I just thought that was really cool, and like it gave throwbacks to each of like these characters within the Black Widow movie. And I will say, I like that this movie wasn't fan servicey. Like, Taskmaster could have been like the Winter Soldier or something, like, you know, like a clone, or it could have been a clone of, like, I don't know, someone that we already know in the Marvel Universe. But it came back as Dreykov's daughter, which I thought was a really interesting thing. Like, I was like, whoa. I did not see that coming, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm just glad that that they went that route in terms of, like, not making it too fan servicey. Like, you know, everybody was like, oh, we're gonna see the adventure from Budapest. But I did like that Natasha and Yelena were hiding from Taskmaster, and she was like, oh yeah, like, we were all like doing like this is where you were, this is how it all happened. And so I thought that was really nice that it was just, the focus was just on Black Widow, because I remember hearing theories, or like stuff, not theories, but there was like confirmations that Robert Downey Jr. was gonna be in Black Widow, which he probably was, but then, you know, in the editing room they were like, let's not. And I do like that this whole movie focused on Natasha as a person and who she was, and they actually gave her like time to be fleshed out. Like, I wish this movie was made a long time ago. Like, I have said this like many times that I wish we could have gotten a trilogy, and it would have been nice to even get this movie pre-Civil War, before Endgame, but then that would have been a spoiler somehow. But anyway, it was nice to see that. And then let's see what else. I was gonna say something and I forgot. So those are my thoughts right now. I have nothing else to say other than this is really great. And if you guys want to see where it goes in terms of my ranking of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I will have a links to my letterbox down below, and you guys can see where I rank all the Marvel movies. I'm probably gonna have to do a big rewatch soon. I don't know when. Maybe before Doctor Strange or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, what did you guys think of Black Widow? Let me know in the comments down below. I loved it a lot, and I want to know what you guys think. Don't forget to like this video if you like this review. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the film. And don't forget to hit subscribe. I do reviews sometimes, but I promise to do more, because it's always fun to just talk about films. And I also do reactions. I will be doing reactions to the Ms. Marvel TV show, and the Hawkeye TV show, and hopefully Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you all in whatever's next. So bye, have a great day.